Hey there, everybody. This is Kevin Richards from RockTheStage.NYC.com with another vocal video tip. Today's exercise, or sort of lesson, is on the proper way to warm up the voice. Now, I've got this question a lot on my blog and here on YouTube. People ask me, how long should I, warm up for? What should I do to warm up? Well, those things are kind of esoteric. They vary from person to person. Some people can take just 15 minutes to warm up their voice. Some people take a half hour to 40 minutes. It all depends on how trained you are. How much do you warm up your voice every day, or do you just do it before you sing? It all varies. It also depends on what state your voice is in that day. If you haven't really spoken a lot, it might take a lot for your voice to get warmed up. If you've maybe vocalized a little bit in the morning, it won't take as long to vocalize later on in the day. So these things can kind of vary from person to person. But I'm going to give you some tips on the proper way to sort of warm up the voice. Now, normally during the day when we speak a lot, so our chest voice is sort of warmed up a lot, or it's gotten, you could think, well, my chest voice is very warmed up, because I've been talking all day, or I've talked some during the day. Well, yes and no. The voice, we speak in a very limited range of voice, especially men. We speak in a very limited range of notes. In what we would term in our singing range, a very small amount. We don't vary our pitch a lot in our speaking voice. Men tend to speak very sort of monotonish. Women are a bit more sing-songy. They go up here and they do a lot of that, and they're very expressive with their voices. So their voices get a bit more of a workout than men do. So with men, we have to be very specific about how we warm up our voice, and this is one way that I do it, and it's I think the best way to do it, and that's always to warm up the voice from the top down. Since our head voices don't really get a workout during the day when we speak, that's the area we should really zone in first. And I do these very simply, and these are what I call on-the-go exercises, which are exercises that you can do sort of anywhere and everywhere. You don't need a piano, you don't need a scale, you don't need an MP3 or a CD to kind of do these. And they're very light, and they're not very heavy on the voice. You're not really going for a lot of range. You're not really going for a lot of power. You're not really going for tone. You're not really going for any sort of sing-songy quality. We're just kind of getting blood flowing and the chords stretched to those approximations. And we do this by these sort of I'll give you two very simple exercises. One is called, I call the circle. And that's, we take the sound of oo at the bottom, e at the top, and go back down to oo at the bottom. And we do this in a circular manner. And it's ooh, ooh. Now what we're doing here is we're using two very closed vowel sounds, oo and e, and we're taking them from chest voice up into head voice and back down. And it's not really, you don't have to worry about tonal quality, you don't have to worry about power. We're not going for any sort of volume. We're just just thinking of that in just a very circular motion. Now each time you do these, try to go a little bit higher, or as high as comfortably possible. And back down. Now the E helps us bridge up into the head voice, because E is not a very heavy vowel. Ooh, if you try to go woo, you can splat that, you can widen that very easily. So we go to E at the top to help the voice thin out. Woo. That's one, the circular. Now the other one I call it the roller coaster, which is, well, when you see people go over that very first drop on a roller coaster, what do most people do? Well, we tend to go, throw our hands up in the air and go, woo! As we go down, we would take that sound and use that to go from our head voice down into our chest voice. And each time same thing, you want to do this as comfortably as possible, start on a very comfortable note, and each time try to go a little bit higher. Wee! 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 Now think of this as just sort of launching and coming back down. Wee! 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 These are very light. They're not really heavy on the voice. We're not shouting anything. So you don't have to worry about straining or anything like that. And so these are just, you work these into your warm-up routine and just always think of the top down. Till next time, this is Kevin Richards from rockthestagenyc.com. See ya.